You doing? Hello there, internet dwellers. Welcome back once again to another video. Today we are reacting to People Still Live Here Day 2 gameplay by Kane Pixels. This is a new series in which it's about a swamp, Hockomock. And supposedly there's this triangle in Massachusetts that is like this hotspot area for like UFO sightings, cryptid sightings, stuff like that. And I think at its center is the Hockomock, and that's where most of the stories come from. And the story follows like an obituary of Clifton Saywell. The first video was one of those laughing dolls that's like a yodeler and spits water at you. It's basically stated that Clifton saw something whilst he would venture out into the swamp. And in the first video, the first actual gameplay video, which is a recreation of events of Clifton, we see him go through the swamp and then into this kind of like hypno tunnel. Like it had like a hypno kind of symbol on it, like a sleep symbol, and he would be transported into this field where all these like weird things would be there, just be assets in random places. And it kind of had the same feel as when you go out of bounds in like a video game from the same kind of era. Like there's not a lot of things, maybe there's just random assets put around the area. But yeah, it's a very interesting series, and I can't make heads or tails as to what it's actually about, because the bad guy in the first video, the first gameplay video, was a railway signal. So I have no idea what's happening here, but hopefully we find out a little bit more in this episode of Day 2. So as always, guys, be sure to go support the creator. Go check out Kane Pixels down below. They will be linked accompanying the video as well. So go watch the video for yourself, go like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and let's get into this. People Still Live Here 2005 Day 2 gameplay. Okay, so it started immediately in that hallway, but it didn't go through like... So the last video, it showed them going through a swamp and then down the tunnel through the hallway, through that blue door, and this is where they would arrive. But obviously they thought, you know what, we don't need to see that this time, so... I believe one of the theories... Oh, here we go. Find all 3 items and leave before sunset. Feather, sundial, bowling ball. Okay. I believe one of the theories, or one of the like beliefs about swamp, is it lake or swamp? I think it's a swamp. Hockomock. I know it's definitely called Hockomock, right? Is that it's a portal to like a demonic world potentially. And there was a Unsolved Mystery episode on it. I used to listen to Unsolved Mystery whilst I was working, because it would just keep me occupied or let the time pass by. Oh, ow! Meep! Yeah, so he's following a balloon. And what is that over there? Looks like a little city over there. So none of this is really making sense so far as to what this is about. It feels like there might be some kind of like government kind of agency out near, I think is it Lake, hang on a second, I need to really cover, hang on. Hockomock Swamp, it is a swamp, okay. So yeah, I feel like there might be like, this might be in reference to maybe Clifton saw something of an experiment for visual use only. It's a pair of shoes next to a well. Can't even see down there. But that suggests that someone jumped down there without their shoes on. You can't hear anything though, so whoever's down there is probably dead, to be honest. That looks like, you know, the freaking eye test that you get. Is that you see a balloon and you feel like a bit of pressure, but they blow air, like air down your eyeballs. I think that's to test out like if you've got like pressure behind the eyes, like glaucoma or whatever it's called. Here we go. It's a balloon man. It reminds me of oh geez, look at that grin.
These are my last balloons. I'm gonna have to keep them to myself.
Why? Get some more, man.
Say, you wouldn't happen to know Anne the Painter, would you? I'm her biggest fan, but she won't let me have any of her paintings because she's mad about the color of my balloons.
Why is she mad about the color of your balloons?
If you can get me one of her paintings.
Oh my god, he just did that. You see that? Well, hang on. Have I been in? Okay, here we go.
You can have whatever's inside. Sound like a deal?
Okay, so get a painting from Anne the Painter, and you can get a balloon from this guy. Why would a balloon be a good thing? Also, the items that are made to be collected here are so odd. A feather, a sundial, a bowling ball. But it seems like it's in the same kind of valley as what the other objects were. I think the first object was something from an animal. The second was a timepiece. The third was like a heavy object. I think the other one before was a... What was it called? I forgot what it was called. I don't know. I'm joined by Meep today, guys. Yeah, look at the Meep. Okay, so what's this? Is this a ban surrounded by, what are those, solar panels? Okay, what are they powering? There's something close by that they're obviously powering. Interesting. I like how the person playing this, like, it's very realistic in the sense of, like, what they would be looking for. Because Jesus! Oh my god, ow! Meep! Just absolutely clawed the life out of me. Okay. Let's jump in. Okay, so that's a different... So he's different to everyone else that we've seen so far. The rest have been like 2D people that just have one angle. This is an actual 3D person. And the song that he's playing there is actually the Luffin Head song. Like what it yodels when it spits out water. Good lord. So you can't get close to this guy. This man's just... It reminds me of like a scene from Zelda. It's got that kind of vibe to it. Very uncanny. Oh, there we go. A bit of Minesweeper. So what's he searching for? A needle in a haystack? It's very odd. I think this game was recreating... I don't really know how Minesweeper works. So that means, what, there's 2 bombs near that one there? So that means, yeah, that one's going to be a... Okay. So I'm guessing that how Minesweeper works is that whatever's touching the block, there's a bomb, at least 2 bombs here connecting to this one, right? And you just got to avoid the bomb. But for some reason in this game, it's a goat. You just got to get lucky, I guess. So 1. So that one's obviously 1 there, 2, 1. Interesting, okay. So 2 connecting to that one. No. Oh god. Oof. No, not that one. Okay, well. Why does that goat have... Is that just a normal goat's mouth? I guess they are herbivores, right? Goats herbivores? I think they are. There we go. Just got lucky. Found the sundial then. Nice. What's the man doing? Check out the man. Check out the man. Why is it turned all strange? You hear that kind of sound in the background? Like you can hear the wind howling outside all of a sudden. You know what? It's just like the uncanniness. It's, you know what, that makes something scary. Whoa, the things have disappeared. Have they not? Or is it... Oh, they're on the other side, sorry. It's the, like, something not happening. And it's allowing your brain to kind of piece together... Because you get this very uncanny vibe from it. And you try and think about why. And it's unsettling, and you don't know why it's unsettling. And, like, there's never really an answer as to why it's unsettling. And so it makes your brain wonder. And that's what good horrors do, guys. Or good, like, thrillers. Definitely horrors. And Hessen Garden Spire, 2 kilometers. So this is the and the painter. 2 kilometers. So these are all like different things happening now. What are those? It's like little archways, little garden archways. Yeah, it's like something you'd find in one of those gardens that are maintained like a rich person's. Like when I say rich, I mean like an elite, a manor, someone who like Bruce Wayne. Okay, I mean, to be fair, that made no sense why they did that, but at the same time, I understand why they did that. That felt like you needed to do that. To like maybe activate a secret path or something. Oh. Just blinks there. So we haven't seen any of those traffic signals so far. The strange thing about this is that we know it exists in the world, or at least in this universe, like in which this person's playing the game, because we saw that someone was actually in this field and they saw the railways, like signals, start bleeping. Maybe we need to do a little bit of research into who invented the Laughing Head. And how does the Laughing Head relate to Clifton Saywell? It all connects somehow. Like in the Rolling Giant video, the first video of that guy who was like in black and white and everything else was in color, that was supposedly a botanist or something like that. And it, I think, kind of implied that the Rolling Giant might have been possessed by his spirit, maybe?
Goodness, look at you intruding upon my personal space.
What?
Can't you see I'm in the middle of an illustration? No matter. I've been struggling to complete this piece for a long while.
Mm-hmm.
Could it be that you're the assistant the shepherd promised me?
The
I
shepherd?
was beginning to think he had forgotten.
Who's the shepherd?
Let's test your artistic eye. Where should my
Hang on.
Forgotten. Let's test your artistic eye.
What's this over here?
Where should my last portion
Do you see
of
it like
lime
kind of
green
blink?
paint go?
Where should the last green paint go? Enter to confirm. I just realized something. That's... Okay.
Goodness.
What?
That is just magnificent.
Is this the shepherd here? I thought that might be the windmill to begin with. But it looks like he's holding a kind of cane here, or like a walking stick. Similar to that of a shepherd, like back in the day.
It looks just like one of the classics.
And is the shepherd in reference to Jesus Christ? Or is it just like... Because that's what Jesus is also referred to as, right? The shepherd. Like he's the shepherd and we're his like goats or sheep.
Expression of my gratitude, I'd like you to go pick out a painting of mine to keep. I store them over there inside of the blue bandstand.
Okay. The blue bandstand. So you added one little splodge of green to the canvas and now she's just given you a free painting. That's pretty freaking cool. Then again, it's like you see those Instagram reels of someone adding like a slight touch of like a bird, and then they zoom out of the painting, and you realize just how much that one little thing adds to the entire painting. Just goes to show, guys. Okay, well, that's definitely blue. Oh, there's the feather. Okay. On to something here. What is that a statue of? Hang on a sec. Okay. Oh, there's a little freaking door down there, a little basement door. Oh, you can actually go down there as well. If Kane actually made this into a game, like a playable thing for you to download, that would be really freaking cool. Then you could explore other areas potentially. Okay, so trapdoor that leads underneath into what looks like a sewer system. Okay. It has that vibe of like, because the objective of the game is to collect these 3 items and leave, right? So it feels like what this person playing this game is doing now is going against what the game wants you to do. But the fact that this is in the game suggests that... Oh god. Did he hit a dead end? I wouldn't trust that. Like, I need a light source in front of me. I need to know what I'm walking towards. What is that? Is that meant to be like a laughing head? Are you still walking? Oh, it's turning nighttime. You need to get out, man. Yeah, get out of there. Things do not go well at nighttime in this little world. What was that? Oh my god, that's creepy. Wait, hang on. Go back. Okay, no. Never mind. Okay, so he needs to... I'm guessing... I don't know where you'd get the bowling ball from. I'm guessing if you give the painting over to the balloon guy, he'd give you a bowling ball. But no, you want a balloon? I don't know. Interesting though. This is like so... I don't know, man. It's like, I love stuff that like... just makes you think, what is going on? Like, the mystery is so... I don't know how to explain why it makes me feel like... both... What is it with the Laughing Head song? Because before it was a guitar version of it. Now this is like a windpipe instrument. Like a flute, almost. It's like Teletubbies, almost. You know what I mean? What is that thing there? Just by the hill there. Do you see that? Oh my god, it's like the Toriad. The shepherd is coming. Oh, hell no! Oh my goodness. Well, that is the most ominous freaking bit of text you could ever read in a game like this. What do you mean the shepherd is coming? What's he doing? Is the shepherd, like, does he see us as, like, a lost sheep? And he's coming to collect us? What is that there? Mate, we need to forget about the balloon at this point. Okay, it just seems to be getting further and further away. Oh my god, I would be looking every... What was that? Bro. Oh my goodness! What? Oh my god, he's huge! Bro, forget the balloon! He's way too quick. Just go, man. Oh my goodness. Look at that thing. He's humongous. It's almost like the Rolling Giant in a way. That's the same kind of vibe. Oh my god, look how big that is. You can't really see what it is either, but you can tell it's that thing that the woman painted. Oh god. Oh mate, no, yeah, you can see the absolute panic. I'd be feeling exactly the same. Don't look back, man. It's the Michael. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The Michael. He is humongous, by the way. He's bigger than the freaking. Oh. My God. You made it. Day 2 complete. Okay. Well, this is just.
Welcome back to the pub.
Freaking hell, she got jump scared by Meat Canyon. Okay, so we were kind of expecting the whole train signal thing again, right? Because it's like that was like, what's that all about then? We want answers to that. But it seems like day 2 just gave us more questions. Who is the shepherd? Who are these people in this world? Why is there like a balloon salesman? There's that person in the band playing like, I don't know, it just feels like this like other universe almost. But it just takes me back to that hypno symbol that we were seeing. Like you went from a swamp to this like open pastures out of nowhere. It's like you've been teleported into another dimension. Or maybe this whole thing is a government kind of experiment in some kind of way, because in the first episode, the actual gameplay, the first day, we came across that factory with that kind of squiggly line. I'm not sure what that meant. It's like usually that's like a wavelength, right? Maybe that wavelength represents like you know when you sleep and you emit a certain frequency. I think that what's happening there is this whole experiment is about what you can do to people while they're sleeping, what you can make them believe, or like put them into a different world. Maybe you can control someone's dreams or thoughts. Because that guy from the day 1, if you remember, said, I didn't want to look into people's thoughts, or he said something along those lines.
Hey, you're not going to tell anyone I was here, are you? I mean, you're technically allowed to, but I would really appreciate it if you didn't. I don't want people to think I'm spying on their thoughts. I wouldn't do that. Yeah,
I don't know why that building would be in the dream itself. Surely that would be somewhere else. I don't know why they would insert themselves into the dream, but I definitely feel like this is some kind of experiment to do with sleep, right? Or like make people believe in a certain thing, right? Like kind of an MK Ultra type thing. So when like maybe they have these, I don't know, that little thing that we saw puts them into this condition of sleep, and they can then experiment inside there like a simulation almost. They can control the dreams. They can also maybe control your narrative. I think this whole thing, I know this is probably way out and it's not true at all, but like this is the vibe I'm getting just from the whole like sleep and the thoughts and stuff, is that they're trying to control your thoughts through your dreams. You know, like Inception, where you plant the idea in someone's head and then they wake up into the real world and they want to do something. I think this is a very similar thing. Maybe it could be to do with consumerism. It could be to do with voting a certain way. It could be anything. Security. I don't know. Planting ideas in your head that maybe the government's good, or I don't know, to put more trust in them. I just feel like maybe this whole thing is some kind of government conspiracy theory or government conspiracy on the go. I'm not sure who the shepherd is, but when you think of the shepherd, you think usually it's like Jesus, Like, that's the first thing that comes to my head, is like Jesus, because he is the shepherd and we're his sheep and he's guiding us all, right? And it feels like the shepherd is coming. That I'm not necessarily saying that was Jesus, but that's just what I'm saying in my head. The shepherd could be an absolute ominous creature for all we know. And I don't know what's up with the items either. What if they have any relevance at all? It's kind of like just nonsense in a way. But the assets that are used, I remember seeing an interview with Kane Pixels, saying that he never really the assets that he chooses to use aren't for random purposes. It's not just thrown in there. So everything we see has a meaning behind it, or at least has a purpose behind it to get you thinking in a certain way. So yeah, everything we saw there, like from the well with the shoes next to them, conservatory or whatever that thing was, I forgot what you call those things, with the painter, the balloon person, the person in the band, the solar panels around the outside of the band. Why do they need solar panels outside of a band? That band didn't have anything electrical in there, meaning that it's powering something else. So what are those solar panels powering? And where does the shepherd live? Where did the railway the crossing people go, or things go? There's a lot of questions still that need answering. Maybe the answers are in here somewhere, but I feel like we're going to have maybe one more episode of this, or who knows, maybe a couple more episodes of this. And I think in Kane fashion, it might be a big episode, like a 40-minute episode or something like that. We shall see. But I really enjoy this series, man. It just really like gets that kind of part of my brain ticking, where it's like, what's going on here? I need to figure this out. It's like this puzzle that needs solving. But I don't think all of the puzzle pieces are in place just yet, and everything might be brought together in another episode. Maybe, I don't know how many more episodes there's going to be on this, but I'm interested to find out what is going on in this. But yes, as always, guys, be sure to go support the creator. Their link will be in the description down below with the video accompanying it. Go watch the video for yourself, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, guys.